Today we're replacing the fill valve and the flapper on this toilet. Go ahead and look at the video description below for some links to the product. Tools you'll need are a pair of pliers, a pair of scissors, a pencil, some towels, and a bucket. First thing you're going to do is shut off the toilet at the water valve at the back there. You turn it righty-tighty. I already shut mine off. And you're going to flush the toilet to empty out all the water that's in the tank already. Go ahead and hold that down to evacuate as much water as you can, but there's still going to be a little left, so you're going to get your towels, soak up that water, squeeze the water into a bucket, and just keep getting it out until it's totally dry in the tank. At that point, you want to disconnect your water hose from the fill valve that's in the toilet already. Now you see I have an extra setup here because I have this handheld sprayer. Check out the video in the upper right corner for where I installed that. But yours might be plastic like mine, or yours might be metal. If it's metal, it might need the pair of pliers to get it off, but the plastic one like that, you can just take off by hand. Empty the water into the bucket, have a towel there to dry up the floor. You want to use the pliers on the other piece there that's attached, and then go ahead and spin that off. Now as you spin that off, if it gets a little stuck like mine, you'll notice that the fill valve in the toilet tank, it totally spins as you're trying to get that off. So don't be shy, just grab the fill valve that's in the tank with one hand, and then reach down below with another hand and twist it off. Now your fill valve is ready to be pulled out of the tank and thrown in the trash. Next we're going to take the flapper off. We start with the hook there and detach it from the lever. Then you detach the flapper and throw it in the trash. Next, we're going to get the flapper from the new kit. It might have a piece of paper on the back like this one. Just take that off, throw it in the trash. We don't need that. And get that new flapper in place. You got to clamp down at the two ends, the same two ends where you took it off before. And now we're ready to hook the chain to the lever. Now the idea here is that you want a little bit of slack, but not too much. See, if there's too much slack like that, then as you flush, the flapper doesn't even come up, doesn't work. So what you want to do is you want to kind of eyeball it. You want to pull the chain a little bit higher, just kind of eyeball where it might work to have a little bit of slack, sort of pinch the chain to the lever, activate the lever as kind of a trial run there, and see that, if my chain were that high and I activated the flush, then sure enough, the flapper would come up. So kind of eyeball a length there that you like to where you want to put the hook, and if you just take that hook and hook that link, well then you've shortened the chain and then it'll be at the right height. So I only am doing it with one hand, with two hands is definitely easier, but get the hook into the link of the chain that puts it at the right height. Hook goes in the lever, test the lever, make sure the flap comes up. Next, grab the fill valve, drop it in the hole, and if it's not at the right height, we'll need to make an adjustment. You need the top of that blue fill valve cap to be 3 inches higher than the top of the overflow pipe. If you need to adjust it, you're going to spin the fill valve there, but you don't want to remove that ring there. So you want to grab the fill valve below and above that ring and twist in opposite directions, and that'll adjust the height either up or down. That pin there is from the old setup. I don't need it, so I'll throw it away. Next, get the tube from the kit and attach it to the fill valve right there. Twist and push, it'll go on just fine. The last two pieces of the kit here, the first one is going to go into the overflow pipe. It hooks on just like that, and the other end of the hose, we're going to push and twist onto that. That's where you use the scissors. If that hose is too long and you can't get your lid on the tank, then you cut the hose to size. Now the next piece goes on the fill valve underneath the tank there. Secure it. You might notice the fill valve spinning a little bit, so you can spin it back into place if you need to. Double check that it's tight. This is only going to be hand tighten. Also for the water supply line, hand tighten only, no pliers. Turn the water back on and watch it fill the tank. Now the water line needs to be 1/2 inch below the top of that overflow pipe. If you need more water to make it go higher, to get to the 1/2 inch mark, you turn it clockwise. For less water, you turn it counterclockwise. The next step is to do a fine-tuned flush. The purpose of this is to make sure that the right amount of water is going into the bowl on a flush to get everything out. You don't want leftovers, but you don't want to waste water either and have too much. So go ahead and reach into the tank, spin that flapper to a number that you think might work. You might start in the middle and work your way up or down. It's up to you. I ended up on an 8 for what it's worth. 3 squares of toilet paper in the toilet, don't miss. Give it a flush. If all 3 go, you've got enough water. Up to you if you want to fine tune from there. Next step is to get some water in a bucket. You need a gallon. Pour a gallon of water slowly into the bowl, and then the water is going to find its natural resting height in the bowl. And you want to mark that height with a pencil. So get a pencil, reach right in there, just above the water line. Just draw a little line with your pencil. In the previous step, we optimized the amount of water that goes into the bowl to flush things away. In this step, we optimize the amount of water that goes into the bowl during the refilling, and we do it with the blue dial right there. So go ahead and give the toilet a flush, and you want to see, does that water level rise above your pencil mark or below, or right at it? Mine was above, so I adjust the blue dial to the minus position, and I try again. And that worked pretty well. Now the water's back up to that same level that it was before. And that was actually the last step. So we've optimized everything. The water levels are good. All the parts are in place. We replace the lid of the tank there, and this toilet is good to go. It has been fixed. You have saved yourself probably a couple $100 compared to hiring a plumber to do it. So great job, great work, way to do it yourself and save some money along the way. If this video helped you save money and helped you save time, I would encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe. That will help me know that it was valuable to you and help others to find this video as well. Be sure to hit the bell for alerts so that you get notification of more videos that I put out that may help you around the house with some of your projects. Thanks so much. Enjoy your fixed toilet. Have a great day.